Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to add Zoom meeting registrant on paper form submission. So I'm a financial advisor and on regular basis, I conduct various webinars on different subjects. Now here, in order to take the registrations for the webinars, I have created a form with the help of paper form and I've attached it on my website. So my objective is that as soon as a person is going to submit that form for the registration on the webinar, automatically that person should be added in the webinar as a registrant. So I'm conducting the webinar with the help of Zoom. So here to automate the entire process, I will have to build a connection between paper form and Zoom, and that we are going to do without any coding and any programming skills, simply with the help of Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to learn this amazing automation for your business step by step, for that you have to come towards my screen. Welcome to my screen everyone. In this video we are going to learn how to add registrants in Zoom meeting for paper form submission. So I am working as a financial analyst and wealth advisor for different businesses, for multiple businesses, and on regular basis I conduct webinars related to personal finance, investments and other subjects. So I'm recently going to schedule a webinar for the topic manage personal finance and investments. So I have created a special registration form for this particular webinar. Okay, so my objective is that whenever a client, a lead is going to visit my website, the form will be attached on my website, and when they are going to submit this form with all their details, automatically that person will be added as the registrant of this meeting. Okay, so here I have created the form with the help of paper forms. Now, in order to automate the entire process, I will have to build the connection between paper forms and Zoom. And to do that, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. That is an amazing automation and integration software. Okay, so Pabbly Connect helps us to build the connection between our work applications to automate our daily repetitive tasks without any coding and any programming skills. So let's get started quickly. This is the home page of Pabbly Connect, where we can reach by typing the URL pabbly.com/connect in our browser. After coming over here, we will find two options: sign in and sign up for free. So in case if you are already an existing user, just click on sign in to log into your account. But if you are a new user, you have to click on this sign up for free button. It will create a free new account for you just in 2 minutes. Also, when you will do that, you will receive 100 free tasks every month to explore this amazing software and to test multiple automations. So as an existing user, currently I'm going to click on sign in. This is all app section where we can find all the products which are offered by Pabbly. To create our automation, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. So let's click on access now. Now it has taken us towards the dashboard of our account. So on the dashboard, we can find all the workflows which we have created. And to save the same workflows, we can also create separate folders over here. Now to create a new workflow, we are going to click on this create workflow option. As we have done that, a dialog box has appeared in front of us, which is asking us to provide a name to the workflow. So first of all, I'm going to give a name over here. Add Zoom meeting registrant on paper form submission. After giving the name, I'm going to select the folder over here. In which folder you want to save the workflow. So we have list of folders over here. I'm going to select this folder with a name as automations for lead management, because all the clients who will be interested in the webinars are the leads of my business. So here this is the folder. Then I'm going to click on create. As we have done that, you can see a new screen is open in front of us. It contains two extremely important windows. Here we have trigger and action. What are trigger and actions? Trigger and actions are the two main concepts, the principles, or we can say these are the building blocks on which the entire automation runs. The trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. That means the action is the response towards our trigger. So whatever we are going to select in our trigger is going to command the entire workflow, and the actions are going to follow that same command. Therefore, we can have only one trigger in any workflow, but we can add as many action steps as we want. Now let's suppose my objective over here is that as soon as I'm going to receive a new paper form submission by a new client, automatically that client should be added as a registrant in the meeting, in the Zoom meeting. So here I'm going to take paper form in trigger and Zoom in action. When we are going to build the connection between these applications, we will clearly see that action is going to follow what the trigger commands, because when the trigger happens, that means when the form is submitted in paper form by the client, then only the person will be added as a registrant in Zoom meeting, otherwise not. So after understanding the whole concept of trigger and action, let us quickly start creating our automation step by step. To start with the workflow, first of all, let's go towards our trigger step and we will select our trigger application. That will be paper form. So let's select that. Then we have to select the trigger event. Now what is trigger event? Trigger event is the event on the happening of which the workflow is going to trigger or it is going to start. We have new form submission as our trigger event because I want that as soon as a new form will be submitted by the person, then only the response should be captured instantly, otherwise not. So to capture the response, to build the connection, we have to use the webhook URL which we have received. So we have to insert this webhook URL inside our paper form account, and as we will do that, automatically this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge for transferring the data of every new form submission in paper forms towards Pabbly Connect. To insert the webhook URL, first of all let us copy it, and then we will follow the given instructions step by step and carefully. So first of all, I will take you towards my paper form account and I will tell you exactly what you are supposed to do. So you have to select the form which you have created. This is the form, this is my registration form. So I have selected that. Then I will go towards after submission section, and over here we have the option of integrations and webhooks at last. So we have to go towards the webhook section to build the connection between the form and Pabbly Connect. Let's click on this add webhook button, and we are going to first of all insert the URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect over here in this field. Then it is asking us it should trigger when. We have two options over here. So we will select new submission. When the new submission will be made, then the workflow should get triggered and the response should be sent to the webhook URL. Let's click on create. As we have done that, the webhook is set up over here. So this means our connection between Paperform and Pabbly Connect is built successfully. Now we are going to capture the response because it is saying in Pabbly Connect waiting for webhook response. How we are going to capture the response? By simply submitting the form which we have recently connected. So I'm going to go back towards Paperform. I will go towards the share section and I will simply open the link of the form in a new tab. As we have done that, the form is open in front of us, so I'm going to quickly submit this form. Basically, this is the registration form which I have attached on my website so that the person can be registered for the webinar. So let's start with the email of the person. Let's say the email of this person is newperson@pablitudes.com. Then I'm going to enter the phone number, the name of the person, let's say new, and the last name of the same person is person. Alright, after entering all the details, when I'm going to click on submit, the form is submitted, and now we'll go back towards Pabbly Connect. We will wait for the response over here for a few seconds, and the response is captured. So in the response, we have received all the details. So one by one, we will start reading the details. First of all, we have the trigger which is being performed. That is the new submission. We have the team ID, the submission ID, okay, the slug, IP address, form ID, okay, the form which we have connected. Then we have over here the first name of the person, the last name of the person, we have the phone number, their email address, okay, and we have the date and time at which the form submission is created. This means our connection between Paperform and Pabbly Connect is absolutely successful. So now as the form is submitted by the client, we want to add that client as the registrant in the webinar. So this is the name of my webinar, Manage Personal Finance and Investments. So now I will build the connection between this Zoom account and Pabbly Connect. Let's go towards our action step. We will select our action application as Zoom. Then we will select our action event. What you want? I want to add meeting registrant. Let's click on connect. Now to build the connection, you have to log into your Zoom account. We have two options over here, add new connection and select existing connection. In case if you already have an existing connection, just go with that. To create a new connection, you have to go towards add new connection and then you have to click on connect with Zoom. As we have done that, you can see our authorization has become successful and the connection between Zoom and Pabbly Connect is already built. So we have to move forward towards entering the details in these fields and to add the registrant. So first of all, it is asking us the meeting. In which meeting you want to add the registrant? We have a list of meeting over here. So this is the name of the meeting, Manage Personal Finance and Investments. I have selected that. Then it is asking us the email address. Email address of the person to whom you want to add as the registrant. I want to add the person who has submitted the form in paper forms as the registrant. So we have already received the details of that person in our earlier response. When we'll scroll down here, we have the email of this person. So let's select it from here only. As we have selected the email from the previous step, we have mapped this email. This means the data has become dynamic now. When we map our data, it becomes dynamic and it gets replaced with each and every new response automatically. So when we have mapped the email address over here, automatically whenever a new response will be captured, this email is going to replace with a new email of that new response, and in this way we are going to automate the entire process by mapping all the details. So first of all, let's map the first name of the person, then we will map the last name in the similar manner. Alright, we have the address, city, country. If you have received all these details as well in your response, you can map them, but I'm going to directly map the phone number as I have not received the city and other details. Then I'm going to map the country code because I reside in India and it will be same each time. Then over here we have other details, so I'm going to ignore these fields because I have not received them, and directly I'm going to click on save and send test request button. As we have done that, here we have received the response. You can see we have the meeting ID, we have the registrant ID as well. So when I'm going to take you back towards Zoom, we'll go towards the meeting over here and we'll go towards the registration section. So we have 3 registrations over here. And okay, you can see a new registrant is recently added with a name as new person, and here we have the details. This means our connection is absolutely successful between Paperform and Zoom. So every time a new form will be submitted, automatically the registrant will be added in Zoom meeting. So once we have completed the workflow, let's test this once again. I'm going to take you back towards my Paperform account. We will open the link of the form once again in a new tab, and I'm going to submit this form once again with some other details. Let's say the email of the client this time is testuser@pablitudes.com. Let's say the phone number of this client is, let's say the first name is test and the last name is user, and I will submit it quickly. As we have done that, the form is submitted. So we'll go and check whether automatically the person who has submitted this form recently is added as a registrant in the meeting or not. So we'll go back. Let me open the meeting once again. We'll go to the registration. Let's go towards the view section. And over here, we can see that yes, automatically a new registrant is added with the same name, test user. This means our workflow is running perfectly fine. So what we have done, let's quickly summarize. We have taken very simple steps, trigger and action. In trigger, we have taken Paperform, and in action, we have taken Zoom. And we have connected both of them in such a way that every time a person is going to submit the form, automatically that person will be added as a meeting registrant in Zoom. So for your business also, you can create this amazing automation very easily by simply following the 2 steps, trigger and action, and your work is done. Then you will be able to simply automate the entire process of adding meeting registrants for your client meeting, business meeting, team meeting, or etc. I hope this automation is clear to you. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but you can integrate multiple such amazing applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any doubt, you can write us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you want to ask about the pricing, you can visit this website given over here. Do not forget to share our videos, like our video, and also subscribe our channel for more such amazing automations.